In the process of examining different features of the county survey records application, I wanted to show how you could look up historic tract books um, that were the book form of a grant or grantee or of a geographic index into the ownership records of Wayne County, Michigan. They have a button down here for tract books. If you knew the tract book number of the parcel you were looking for, you could just go right to that feature. But I'm going to go into the subdivision index as an example, and I'm going to query a specific subdivision that I'm looking at. It's Albert Breitmeyer subdivision, but I'll type in Albert with a wildcard, a %sign. And now I'm going to do a query count hits to see how many subs. There are 24 subs in Wayne County that begin with the word Albert. But we're looking for one specific sub, Albert Breitmeyer, which you see here is the second one listed. So I'll click on that subdivision that gives the library page at this stage. But we hit the zoom button and it gives all the details about that subdivision, including the tract book number. It's in tract book 575. Albert Breitmeyer subdivision has 37 lots, but you'll notice up here that it has block designations. That means they don't list the beginning and end lot number. That means there may be more than one lot 1, which is the case here, more than one lot 2. So now I'll hit tract books, and it shows the index page for that tract book. We'll go view that. And this tells you, I'm going to just show you the heading of this tract. This is tract book 575, the index page. It's of the George Hunt Farm, private claim 182. If you go down the page, you'll see here's Albert Breitmeyer, block 1, block 2, block 3, in tabs, tab 23 through 24. Excuse me. So we'll go back out, and we'll go back up one page on the form. So let's go just to the last tab 25. We'll click on that, hit view, and we'll click on that file and go to myriad. So here is that tract book 575, tab 25, page 1. It shows there are one of 6. There are 6 pages in that section of the tract book, in that tab. If we look at the very beginning, we're going to, let's see, do this. So here again, it gives the caption of the plat, and it tells that this page references block 3, lots 1 to 3 inclusive. The first warranty deed was August of 1893 for lots 1, 2, and 3 to G.W. Larkins. If I go down, so chronologically you'll see through the years it shows grantor or grantee and what lot was sold, and the library page of the document. You know, this whole tract index ended in 1985 when they went on an IBM mainframe computer. And I was there during that process, and I'll tell you that the IBM mainframe did a good job on grantor-grantee index, but it really didn't replace all the features and functions of this tract index. So we were glad to be with County Survey Records to be able to give a good index into these tract books. So this is page 1. If we go to page 6, we'll go right to the end. So it started before 1900, and the last entries in the tract book were in 1983 and 84. That's when the IBM mainframe replaced the functions, or tried to replace these functions. I'd like to say here that if you're looking for ownership in Wayne County, if it changed hands after 1994 or 1984, then it'll be in the mainframe computer. But if someone owned a home, which is very possible, and still lives there, and it hadn't changed hands, the only place you'd find the record is here in the tract books, unless you use the grantor-grantee index. So anyway, that's one of the features of this county survey records is a good index into older existing historic tract books. And there are tens of thousands of pages in these tract books, and there's not a better way to search them than through this county survey records.